Welcome, everybody, to the showing tonight of the GRC race here. Newcomer Gabriel Kirtley in the mix tonight. Also, carcinogen himself, Carson Ross, he's in on the action. And Weston back to get himself some more points from Sunday. So we're going to start out on the road course tonight. First place gets 100 points, 95 for second, and 90 for third as we continue on. And I can see that this series, as we go throughout the series, probably going to develop and get quite a bit larger. It just seems, just from what I've been recently hearing. Sunday might even be possibly a full track. So we see all our racers right now currently getting themselves hooked up. See me here in the booth waving. Oh, what's this in the bottom right-hand corner? Oh, well, that's Jurassic Park there for your viewing pleasure. We got a competition going on with Jurassic Park this month. And if you can get all 5 badges before this guy right here, I start tomorrow. Tonight, you can come in tonight and get a head start, but I start tomorrow. If you can get all 5 badges before me, you get an extra $100. But if you're the first one to get the badge, you get $100. So, very least, get $100. If you want to, that'll be fine. All right, getting ready to go green racing here. Looks like we're missing a few things off the screen here. Test. All right, racers, watch your lights. And here we go. You know the routine. 4 red lights drop out to a green, and we're going racing. Oh, me. Whoop. Right off the gate, we got a wreck on the inside. Sorry, folks. I was just trying to find something here, and for some reason or another, I wasn't getting our usual background sounds here. It looks like Sia's got herself some initials to put in there for the tournament that also restarted today. Blast from the past tournament all month long.
Buttons aren't on. We've been trying to hit on the fan.
All right, we'll go get them turned on. Evidently, one of the kids must have turned them off. So the buttons got switched off up underneath the track, so not a big deal.
We're gonna have to restart it, Don. Hey, restart the heat.
I got it. I'm ready. Waiting on y'all. All right.
Alright, Don, it's somewhere close to what I owe you for now. And whenever Jackson gets here, give him one of them $200
Controllers.
put this in your pocket. So you don't lose it.
I wish I knew where my wife was.
I don't know. I know I paid you, you know I paid you.
Yeah.
I still owe you a little bit of money, but we'll figure that out in a little bit.
All right. Watch your lights. Here we go, folks. Going green yet again. 3 cars here. For some reason or another, ladies and gentlemen, it has deleted my sound stuff off here. Very irritating. I was trying to get it logged in, but for some reason or another, it didn't want to. So I might try to do that down scroll here. Possibly maybe pull this in somehow. What's going on here? Let's see. Wow. I don't know, folks. I can't get it to work for some reason. It's like, here, T. Yeah. All right, we're green racing. Wife got me a water. Thank you, T. 5 laps so far, Weston. 5 laps, Gabriel. 3 laps, Carson. Sounds like we got a gear issue here. Somebody's squeaky sounding. This is our second race for the GRC this season. Sounds like we got a car going around the circle track right now, currently. I don't know what's going on with our live stream, though. I've lost quite a bit of stuff that I've already put in here. Like our chat and everything is all messed up. I'm going to try to... see. I don't know why this thing is always giving me problems. It's very, very irritating. We'll just continue on with the race like this. Like I said, I'll get her fixed. But man, you hate to start it up and then figure that you have to do more work to it after you've spent so much time to it to get it to work. I've saved this thing several times. There's to be no reason why this thing is not loading in correctly. 16 seconds left to go. Gabriel K out in the lead by 1 lap. Weston with 19 and Carson with 10 laps. Possibly one of the kids burnt their brake up or something. In the break, I'm going to try to get this back up and running if I can. Because it looks like we got a problem with the ad source for chat. I might be able to get that going right now, actually. YouTube. So the chat's been fixed. So now if you need to chat, just make sure you use YouTube. And that's one thing down. Of course, all this stuff was fixed Sunday. And now all of a sudden it's just not wanting to work right. Anyways, back to some of the things going on here at Lanes Raceway. Of course, this month is our blast from the past. If you haven't checked out Facebook, definitely check that out. Saturday, going to need the kids to meet up, as my other self that's in a different time dilation will be meeting up and giving out stickers from 6:38 to 7, I believe it is. Check Facebook for more information. If you get all 4 stickers and you're the first one to give them to me on the 28th when we have our blast from the past celebration here at Lanes Raceway, you're going to get a very big prize, that's going to be very, very good. So definitely come in and try your luck with that, getting those stickers, and just have a good time. Let's see here. Try to get this opened up here. As we can see right out of the gate, Weston and Gabriel on the same lap with 22, and Carson there with 12 laps. Having a few issues so far with the track right now, guys. Starting out early on, as we can see, they're working on the cars and stuff, but starting earlier on, they had some issues as the track got switched off. Sometimes you're on the far end of the track, you can bump into the thing that makes it to where you're not allowed to hit the track buttons. So they spent about half of a heat, that first heat, just trying the best they could to get the track to shut off, and it wouldn't shut off. Minute and 30 seconds, we'll be right back with you. Wow. Irritating at the very least. For some reason or another, my epidemic sound decided it didn't want to connect to my stuff here, which it was already inputted in, and it's completely removed off of here. We'll be surprised if the people here at XSplit try to remove it off of here with the luck that I've had here recently with all this stuff. It's very irritating, to say the least. Because I have it loaded up right here on Windows Explorer, but every time I try to post it in that, it wants all kinds of permissions and stupid stuff that I don't currently have. Very, very irritating. I digress. We'll move on. I'll get it fixed before Sunday. Maybe I can upload a few more songs and stuff. Of course, one thing I did notice is that there were several songs playing over and over again because I hadn't had a chance to listen to too much of the music to find stuff that we really like that I think kind of fits the theme of slot car racing. Nonetheless, we got a pretty close little battle here between Gabriel Kirtley and Weston. Weston there on red lane and Gabriel Kirtley there on blue lane. Gabriel Kirtley running a makeshift car put together by Randy Kirtley. So we see Gabriel Kirtley one lap ahead of Weston currently. Weston up underneath the donut portion of the track. Gabriel saying, have you checked your gear? But nonetheless, I mean, I do hear some pretty good whining coming from Weston there on red lane, his car. Now, we set him up before the race. The issue was his motor was at an angle to his pinion. So most likely what's happening is his gear's trying to wear a new spot in. That's why you're hearing a lot of loud noise. Because I ended up straightening his motor back up where it's perpendicular with the gear and meshed up a little bit better. Probably really why his car is doing as good as it is right now, is it was pretty bound up there. As we see Carson's car coming out up there on green lane, we get a red flag rotation. Still pretty close racings. Within 2 laps, Gabriel Kirtley, Weston, and Carson here. Going to move over to the oval, and you can try to watch these guys do what they do. temporary fix to say the least. Let's see if we can transfer all that stuff over. And the purposes for those that don't know, we use this background music that we pay for to have rights for it so that we don't get our stuff flagged. Because we do music here at Lanes Raceway, because we don't want the guys being here in a completely silent place other than loud cars and stuff like that, or clicking to the pinball machine. So we have music playing here for the guys and the gals that race. Like I said, just to kind of cut down the other ambient noises. So we don't want that coming through on the stream through my microphone and getting us red flags. So we use this, and it lets us, basically refute all that. So if they say, hey, you got the rights, we do. So I usually have it in a little bit better place than where it's currently located, right here in the bottom left-hand corner here. Just all in the way of the track here. And I can't even move currently. Wow. My mouse is acting about as good as it possibly can. Spend a lot of money on certain peripherals and it just seems like nothing wants to work when it doesn't work. And I've been struggling the past few days here. Having to deal with a lot of stuff. Sorry about it, folks. Oh yeah, you're real good. Good enough. Gabriel Curtley out in the lead, 64 laps, round robin, 3 of 8 currently. The kids getting loud. Weston there in second place, and Carson in third with 50. Saying you're going to have to get the timing down a little bit better. A lot of these kids, just been racing the oval track here lately, so it's a big change to get on the orange track and give it their best. Not to mention starting just a hair late here tonight, getting everything up and running. After this, we do have a GRC oval race. As you can see, several, if you've never done epidemic sound here, I know I'm kind of blocking off some of the medians and stuff, but if you've never done it and you're trying to start a stream yourself, it's a lot of music that you can go for. And of course, you just pay like one yearly fee, a couple $100, and you're off and going to be able to do these kind of things without always constantly getting hit with like strikes and stuff. So not too bad. Like I said, I put it on like the epic category, and you can search by moods and stuff. So I found that it kind of fit us a little bit here, as we don't really need music with voice in it as much as we do simply music with motion, I suppose. A minute and 40 seconds though before we go back green racing. I got the kids, they're staring me down right now, so I'll see you here shortly. All right, folks. The race is going to start here in 5 seconds. I'll be right back with you. Going to let her roll on right here. As I got a little bit of work on Carson's controller. Going to try to get him back in his controller before the race is up. So I got to put a brake pod in it as it's got shorted out and the brake pod went out on it. So I'll be right back with you just as soon as I can. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Mouse is acting up again. There we go. Block my face here. Just leave her about right there. Shrink her up a little. There we go. That way y'all can see what I'm listening to. See if there's anything even playing. I can't really currently tell. Yeah, looks like it's playing something. Nonetheless, we can see 1 minute and 6 seconds left. What a battle we got going on here with Gabriel Kirtley and Weston Durham. Battling it out the best they know how to do. Whew. Struggling here, folks. All right. Now my head's cut off. But we can see them all three going up in the donut racing side by side. A little bit of a love catch, a little grab there on the black lane there by Carson. As Carson comes out neck and neck though, Weston and Gabriel Kirtley. Weston making the advantage there on purple in his Dallas Cowboys truck for the GRC series. Right behind him, Gabriel Kirtley in the red Gran Torino. But neck and neck, all gear ratios locked, tied, and hung up in this series. Nobody can change the gear ratios or the rear tires on this class. So it makes it very, very competitive, as you can tell. Both of these guys neck and neck, side by side. Gabriel Kirtley seems to be gained just a little bit as he goes through the S-turns and stuff, but then loses it as they get back up on the straight stretch. Ash, how you been doing on Jurassic Park? You got any of your badges?
I ain't made it on Jurassic Park yet.
Oh, you ain't? Well, you better be going for them badges.
I don't know what that is.
So when you sign in on Stern Insider, it pops up like when you get those badges. So the first one you'll get will be that Galamus badge. You sign in 5 times, a Galamus, I think. It's a type of dinosaur. But anyways, once you sign in 5 times, 5 different days, it'll give you that badge. If you get like 15 million 5 times in a row, or 5 games, it doesn't have to be in a row, but once you get 15 million 5 times in a row or in a game, then you get another badge. I think it's Triceratops or something. But
Oh, I think I've seen that.
yeah, it's on Facebook. But you get like once you get all 5 of those badges, if you get them, come in here and show me on your phone, and we'll give you $100 or $200 if you beat me doing it. Of course, I'm not going to have much time to play. I'm going to do the best I can, but I'm sure you guys are hoping I don't do good at all.
Yeah, we do. We're praying on your downfall.
Yeah.
So I need to go to my Stern app.
Yeah, Stern Insider.
Let me check this out. Where is it?
Yeah, and then you can click on Jurassic Park.
I don't even have it.
Let's see. I don't have my phone on me. Key, you got my phone?
Stern Insider.
Oh, there it is. Let me see.
Oh, it's this. This is Michael Stern. Oh, there's Mountain Dew out my car.
I'll pay for my own money.
No, you're not less than 100. How much is it?
She doesn't love me.
So, right here, you can kind of see how like I'm inside of, started inside of here under Jurassic Park. It's not really an app as it is like a website, I guess you would say.
It's a what? Yeah.
Quest page, see, you got 27 days, 5 hours, 57 minutes. And
Stern Insider.
yep, Stern Insider Connect.
Stern Mobile.
It's, I Good luck. So Ash is going to give it the old college try there on Jurassic Park. I'm going to get up here on some settings with this UH camera and see if we can maybe get that screen to come in a little bit better. Maybe. That is. Tracks possibly. It's almost like there's a glare or something there. Kind of see it a little bit. Coming in a little bit better. Not too bad. Anyways, she's signing in down there. She's going to give it the old college try. Like I said, for y'all that haven't seen this yet, let me get this up here on the camera here. You can see here's off my Stern Insider, Jurassic Park, 30th Anniversary Collection, Dino Diva, I think that's what it is. Dino DNA Quest. Once you log in and you go over there, I'll show you fully how to get there. So you go over here to this little flipper and you click on that. Once you click on that flipper, you go to the Jurassic Park portion right here, and then it says go to quest page. You click that right there, and then this will, once you scan in on our Jurassic Park pinball machine, you can trail your progress for each one of these badges. You need to get that badge, this badge, this badge, this badge, this badge right here. Once you get all those badges and you show us here at Lanes Raceway, you get $100 for the first person that does it. And if you can beat me doing it, then you can get $200. So definitely come down here. I mean, what does it hurt? It's definitely skill based, folks. Like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and try to toot my own horn or nothing, but I will say this. When you're playing these pinball machines, it does play better if you try to play along the storyline or try to play along getting the multi-balls to get those points. And you'll definitely do a lot better shaking and moving the pinball machine than not. Because if you just let it drain, you know, you're kind of playing with luck there versus actually trying to skillfully get those points. So definitely, if you're going to come down here, give it the best shot you can. You never know, you might fall in love with pinball. You might actually enjoy yourself. As we can see, Ashley here really working hard on the pinball machine here in the break. We can see also, well, it just went off. Hang on 1 second, folks. Sorry about the black screen. Here we go. See that Ashley there getting the T-Rex multi-ball here. Looks like my webcam there is like having some issues. It's glitching out and everything else. You can somewhat see her pinball bouncing around up in there though. But we'll see if we can somewhat get a better view of what points she's got here. See if she's going to be able to get one of those badges here tonight. Looks like she got an add a ball to her multi-ball even. 47 seconds before we go back green racing. Like I said, just a little drop in here on the pinball machines just to see how she's doing. Right now already in 18 million or so. So that right there alone would be one of the first ones. So yeah, Triceratops, it requires 15 million. So she's already in that, and she's only on ball one. So like I said, folks, it's not like super hard to get this badge. You know, it just requires several days of actually having to sign in. I think it's 5 days, and that's not in sequential order or nothing. It's when you get a chance to come in October, come in, sign in, play a game. If you do that, like I said, that'll go to the Galamus dinosaur badge, and that's going to be probably the hardest one to get, other than maybe the T-Rex. The T-Rex is going to be 150 million. That's a decent game. It's not out of the reach of someone that just likes to play pinball, but it's not a normal game, so it might cost you a couple games to get to that score. But those that are decent at pinball, you should be able to get that score relatively easy. You get a stalled car there all the way up on red lane. That's Gabriel Kirtley's car there. He pops off white, forgetting to blip there, probably on the back stretch. But I do like what Stern's doing with these pinball machines, with the badges and the quest. And I even heard on a channel that I follow that they're coming out with a cooperative mode for the Jurassic Park. So I'm interested in seeing that when it comes out. Of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has like a cooperative mode. It'd be interesting to see how they do a Jurassic Park cooperative mode. As like in the movie, I mean, I don't know if they really work together so much. Maybe the kids in the movie worked together with each other a little bit, but other than that, it was kind of a horror movie, to be honest with you. Jurassic, the first one. The other ones were kind of, I guess you would say, an action adventure movie with moments of intense, like being chased by animals. But Jurassic Park was, in my opinion, a horror movie. It was like Freddy versus Jason or something, but with dinosaurs. Nonetheless, I digress back to what I was saying. It's pretty cool that what Stern is doing with everything, with the badges and stuff like that. And I hope they do more with it. With the Venom, the brand spanking new pinball machine they just come out with, you can level up in a pinball game. Kind of brings some of that video game-esque esports kind of feel to it. And I like that. If only somebody would come out with a video game like where you can face off with another person somewhere else in the world that has that pinball machine, and you could literally duel to the death. That would be pretty sick. And they may do that one day. Ooh, Gabriel Kirtley's car looked like it just goes straight off directly into the high banks wall there, and slams it hard, and it comes completely off the track. Weston rushing to go to his aid to pick him up. So we thank Weston for that, of course. In the meantime, let's drop in real quick on Ashley and see how she's doing. So she's on ball 3 right now. Looks like she's got a little over 30 million here. And I don't rightly know why the screen is so bleached out right here. Almost looks as if output size is incorrect here. So that could be it. There we go. Straighten it up a little bit better. She finished up here. We'll see what she got. 42 million, 222,000, and she qualified for a tournament that's going all month long, Blast from the Past. Every time that someone enters into the tournament, 25 cents is added to it. And of course, it's for individuals that take pinball pretty serious around here. So 45 million, she's got all the way up to the Velociraptor badge here that she'll get a point for, as you can see here. The Velociraptor requires 35 million to get a tick on it. Pretty cool, you know. Looks like I got some pictures here. Cassie. Chili Cheese. It's his house. And Chili Cheese and Ruben. That was my late dog. He just passed a couple years ago in November. And he was a good friend of mine, for sure. Man, this mouse is giving me trouble tonight. I cannot get it to do what I want it to do. All right, heading over to the track, mate. We can see a close battle. Gabriel Kirtley, Weston Durham 167, 168, both these 23.9, 24 right there neck and neck. Those gear ratios really coming in clutch. And then we got Carson Ross. He's a little bit behind, having a little trouble with his controller. We had to solder him in a brake pod. That drama's over with. He's now got it back. We can see him making up some average time there, 147. Heading back over here, we can see Ashley there with 1.7 million right now on ball 2. She gets the Newman there. Anywho, Scout, be right back with you here in about a minute and 30 seconds. "24 seconds before we go back green racing. Weston and Gabriel having a battle of the ages. For those that would be interested in some more pinball action, of course, I love pinball here at Lanes Raceway. Every Friday night, we hold a pinball competition, $5 entry fee, and 3 strikes you're out. So you can play 3 games. Now, don't be confused what a game is. A game is 3 individual balls that you get to play, 3 plunges, I guess you would say. A game is not just one ball. So I've had some people ask me what a game was, and a lot of people come in here, put $1 in, and get 1 ball, and they'll walk away from the game. They still got 2 more balls to play. So, yeah, make sure you play all 3 balls, because 3 balls is 1 game. So, yeah, in our competition, it's 3 strikes you're out. It is Swiss pairing is how it does. So the computer knows how well you play versus how well other people plays. And it kind of seats you with the people that your most skill level is closest to. So, the computer does all that work, and it's all done by, and 2 cars coming up the high banks. It's all done by how many times you play here at Lanes Raceway. It gets a running score of how well you win or lose. So definitely come on by. We usually get started, we want to get started about 6:30, but if there's a few people that might be just a few minutes later, whatever, we can wait on them usually. Or the people usually vote to go ahead and wait on them. Nonetheless, we have a pretty good time here, and sometimes we even run a couple back-to-back tournaments. Like I said, the upcoming Blast to the Past is going to have a free pinball competition. And, you know, just for the day, it's going to be kind of fun too. So definitely come, if you can't make it for this one, at least come for the fun one that's just not really going to be based on any kind of skill or nothing like that. And come hang out with us then and just get into some of the festivities that's going on the 28th of this month. Like I said, sign-ups for all of our series are still going live up until the break-off point, which will be in about 4 weeks, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or 8 weeks, I believe. So cutoff will be in 8 weeks, 2 months. You got 2 months to get in here to where that you still have enough time to get signed up and race with these people. So we understand work schedules. We understand that you can't be here every week. We understand that some people go camping and having a good time and stuff like that. So if you're one of those people, don't feel like you missed out this series and that you can't get in and you're upset. Like I said, just come on by. We got drops in these races for a reason. That's the main reason. It's not, the drops are not put in these races to make it to where that so-and-so gets more opportunities to win. It's just, they're put there that so if you miss a week, you're not out of the runnings. See Dana Dern there getting Carson's car up and started there. The neck-to-neck battle between Weston and Gabriel. I don't even know if we have a picture on Facebook of Gabriel. Well, he's going to have to get it took if he podiums. Anyways, of course, all these races here, GRC races, especially if you've got a busy work schedule, the GRC is what we hold the most races in. In a given week, we hold 4 races. Of course, we're closed Monday through Wednesday currently. We're working on maybe getting something going on with drag racing. We might open back up on one of those days, depending on what everybody comes up with and the day that they want to drag race. Other than that, we are closed if that doesn't change. Thursdays, though, we do have GRC road racing here at 6 p.m. And GRC Oval at 7:30. And then, of course, our GRC is run twice on Sunday. So it's the very first race at 1 o'clock, and it's the very last race after we run our 4 Crowns races. So Carson's car coming off again there in the high banks, Carson being up on the upper lanes. If you forget the blip, sometimes it pulls the cars out. Could be bent a little bit too. Nonetheless, Weston and Gabriel there neck and neck as they've been all race long. 42 seconds left to go in this round robin heat, 8 of 8. This is bowling down to the wire, folks. We need to focus in here. Let's go to the big screen here. So we go to the big screen here, neck and neck, Weston. Oh, coming off on the back stretches. We get a track call there. Weston's car coming off on the back stretch, neck and neck. Weston just working on his car in here a while ago. He had a real tight front end. His front wheel's not wanting to turn very well. But I'll tell you what, we got him straightened up, got his widths increased a little bit to the edge of the tech tool, so he's a little wider, handles a little bit better, and now we can see Weston here actually reeling Gabriel back in a little at a time here. Gabriel Kirtley almost sounds like he's got a squeal in his gear. We'll see if he can hold out for the next 22 seconds. But either way you look at it, both of these guys running a great race here. Gabriel's median of a 5.16 and a best lap time of a 4.01. So yeah, Gabriel Kirtley's car definitely coming downhill here as he blips there on red lane, keeping his car from coming out. Both of them come around the back stretch here. It's going to bowl down to the wire. Weston pulling up. Oh, and he overshoots it there in the S-turn with 6 seconds left to go. He might have just lost this one, folks. 7 seconds left to go. Unless something catastrophic happens to Gabriel, Weston has lost this one. Oh, I don't know. Weston getting hung up. He's coming back around. Oh, it's a checkered flag, and off the coast, Weston brings this baby home. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish I could zoom in on that action. Maybe I can. Give me 1 second. Let me try some workarounds here. Let's zoom in under that bridge if we can. So we see right there in the corner, that's Gabriel Kirtley's car right there under the bridge. In the middle of the bridge, we got Weston. He's going to take it home, folks. 23.9 average, 23.9 average of Gabriel and Weston. Carson there with 20.6. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to go out there and have a few words here.
You want a picture of this?
Weston, come in here. Come in here. Get in here. All right, folks. I'm here with the winner, the race winner here, Weston. What do you want to tell your fans?
Never give up.
Never give up. Weston, I was all but counting you out, my man, there after you got caught up there in the S-turns. Gabriel, of course, having some trouble there with his car there towards the end. Gear ratio, I don't know what it was. It was squilling. But nonetheless, you come back around off that horseshoe pretty quick, and it was like he kind of lagged down, had to blip there on the red lane. And then you took him and got him off the coast up underneath the bridge, bringing home that victory. You must be high as cloud nine currently.
Very.
So, have you got your picture made yet with T?
No.
Well, you need to get out there and get your podium picture. All three of y'all raced very hard tonight. Up next, folks, Gabriel Kirtley, of course, congratulating Weston on what a battle these guys have had. Coming up next, we got an oval race of the same GRC. It's supposed to start at 7:30. Hey, we're making good time, folks. Here we go. As for me, thank you guys for tuning in to this Thursday, October the 5th, GRC Road Race. Coming up next, the GRC Oval Race. Stay tuned for that, and we'll see you then.